Well, hey everybody, it's Outland, and how you doing today? Well, it's Sunday. It's a beautiful spring day here, early spring, middle of March, and it's actually gorgeous outside. And I wanted to do a video for you guys outside, some gear review type stuff. Unfortunately, I am really under the weather, so I feel absolutely terrible. But still wanted to do something today. I wanted to get another video out, and something I've been wanting to do for a while was I wanted to show you some of my favorite outdoor channels that I watch on YouTube. Now, I pretty much hate TV these days. Even these so-called survival shows, most of the stuff is not even worth watching. Some of it is worth watching. Some of it's entertainment, but it's good. But really, my go-to thing for getting through the cold months where I can't get outside is YouTube. It really it's become my only source of entertainment, really, just and education, learning stuff, and just getting by. And I have a wireless TV in the house, so I can go right into YouTube and watch some of my favorite stuff. And what I wanted to show you today was some of my favorite outdoor channels, ones that I typically go to as my that I typically go to a lot. Watch the first every time they post a video, I end up watching it usually. This is not an exclusive list, so please don't be offended if I don't mention you. And it's really just some of my absolute faves. And they all have their own different flavors, and they all have their own different things that they cover. And it's kind of fun. It's just I thought it would be really cool to go over some of these and just show you. And maybe you haven't heard of some of these, and maybe you have. So I just thought I'd kind of give you a little briefing on them. So, of course, here's a shameless plug of my channel. I'll come back to this here in a second. But let me start off with one of the main channels that I go to a lot because he has so much content and just a lot of stuff on his channel. That is Luke over at the Outdoor Gear Review. And a lot of you know who Luke is already. He's got thousands and thousands of subs. He just gets all kinds of exposure. Just a lot of people like his stuff. He's a really good personality. He's entertaining and fun to watch, and he always has very informative as well. Has a lot of good information. So his channel is just a really good resource to go to for all kinds of stuff, all kinds of outdoor gear, tactical gear. He talks about military type packs, backpacking packs, things like that. The other fun things he does is he goes on quite a few overnight trips. So his overnight trips are really fun to watch because he does all kinds of really cool stuff on his trips, really cool camping and backpacking, and he'll usually hike in somewhere. He just did a really cool video about stealth camping, which was pretty neat. He was hiding out from folks, trying not to get seen. I thought that was pretty cool, kind of fun to watch. And if you watch his channel, he's really invested a lot into this channel, monetarily and a lot time-wise. He's really gone all out to make this a priority, which I think is great. He's even purchased a piece of land, which he's going to use for overnight adventures and things like that. And I'm sure that's not just exclusively for the channel, but it's pretty neat that he actually has a place to go and actually do overnights in its own property, that he can do whatever he wants, have fires and just whatever, shoot guns, I guess, and whatever else. Pretty interesting stuff, and just really fun. Like I said, he's a really good personality. He's very interactive with his viewers, so it's fun to talk to him and have a conversation with him and things like that. But definitely check out his site, theoutdoorgearreview.com. And then check out his channel, and you'll probably become like me, become hooked on his videos pretty quickly. The next channel that I watch pretty exclusively is Syntax77. You guys are probably aware of him too as well. Now, he has a really well done channel. He's very, very good at editing and putting his videos together. His videos are very entertaining. They're just really good stuff. And he has the opportunity to get out and do lots of overnights. So he does quite a few backpacking trips. He just posted a video, in fact, of a sub-zero camping trip that went wrong, and it was kind of entertaining. Had some pretty good stuff, and it was kind of just interesting to learn some things not to do on your trips. But his trips are just fun. I really enjoy his overnights. He's very informative. He shows his gear, shows his setups, and just really cool stuff. And if you're into hammock backpacking, like I am getting into a lot more, Syntax is a great resource for that, because he's really talking about the different hammocks that he uses, different tarps and things. Really good information. And he goes out all year round. He goes out in cold. He goes out in hot days in summer. So he does all kinds of trips. Does a lot of different gear reviews. Talks about stoves, flashlights, underquilts, all kinds of great stuff. Really good guy. Also very interactive. Very nice to talk to. He tries to reply to all his comments, I think, as much as possible. So I highly recommend Syntax 77 he's got a website, companion website, and just a great channel. Along with that is a fairly new channel. This is Killa, and this is a friend of Syntax 77. This is Mike over at Trail. I believe his name's Mike at Killa, and he has his own channel now, and so it's kind of cool because he and Syntax will do this. They'll each film an overnight trip and have their own perspective on it. So they each kind of get different perspectives, different views on the same trip. So you can watch Syntax post his video, and of like an overnight, and then Killa will post his video, and then he'll have a completely different view of it. So it's really cool to watch. It's interesting. Something I've kind of been inspired to do with my buddy Joe. I'm hoping maybe he'll create his own channel. We can kind of do this kind of thing together. But I'm sure this takes a lot of coordination. This is not easy to do, and try not to have the same redundant footage, I'm sure, is a challenge as well. But he's done a real good job over here. He's been doing some gear reviews lately. Doesn't have a whole lot of videos yet, but he's getting some stuff out there, and he's very entertaining. He seems like a real nice guy. So check out Killa as well. And I will post links to all these channels in the description, so you guys can just click right and get right to them. The next channel is, I'm sure a lot of people who are into hammock backpacking and backpacking in general know about Shug. Emery. He very great channel. He has tons and tons of content, tons and tons of videos. He is kind of considered the hammock camping guru, I guess you'd say. He's all things hammock camping. He knows tarps, he knows underquilts, he knows how to make your own hammocks and tarps and things. Wow. I mean, all I could say is wow. He is just incredibly great resource. He does a few other things too. He doesn't just talk about backpacking. He does these control flying and things like that. And but typically his thing is backpacking and hammock camping. And he does a lot of trip videos as well with his friend Hickory, and they go all over the place. And he lives in Minnesota, I believe, so he does a lot of cold weather backpacking, really neat trips. And he is an entertainer by trade, I believe. So he's obviously very entertaining, very funny. He's a great channel to watch. And usually whenever he posts a video, I'm right on it watching it as well. So he has thousands and thousands of subs as well. Very well known in the hammock camping community. But Shug, he is great. He's absolutely fantastic. This next channel is Backpacking Adventures, and absolutely great channel over here. Rob has a great channel going. He's been posting a lot of stuff lately. He does trip videos as well. He does how-tos. He does gear reviews and things like that. He did a fantastic video about how to rig a tarp with Dutch bling, which I thought was just great. And he's an all-around super great guy. You may have seen one of my videos previously where I talked about the stove I won from him. He actually showed how to make these Fancy Feast and rolled bottle stoves. Fantastic stuff. I mean, he's really good at describing how to do that. He's very crafty. I am not quite as crafty, so I don't. Some of these things I don't know if I could do as well as him. But great channel. Another great guy, very nice attitude, really, really collaborative, and talks to you, replies to comments and things like that. So he just has some great stuff over his channel. I really recommend checking out Backpacking Adventures. Check out his Facebook page. Good stuff, good videos, lots of fun to watch. This next channel, this is Rev Hiker Outdoors. This is Drew over at Rev Hiker, and he is a fantastic channel as well. He's been putting out a lot of content lately. Lots of fun stuff. He does knife reviews, gear reviews. He talks about hammock and tent camping. He talks about stoves. He talks about ultralight. All kinds of great stuff. Just really good content, really good how-tos. He does a lot of philosophical talks about such things as avoiding dangerous animals and why you carry a knife and things like that. I really, really enjoy his channel, and I really just enjoy watching it. I enjoy like the stuff he puts out, and he seems really down to earth and very, very good about sharing his information. Not one of those people who want to hold in all their information. Wants to share it with you as much as possible and share experiences with everybody. So I really, really recommend this channel. This is Rev Hiker Outdoors. Next channel is I'm sure a lot of you know about as well. This is Crockett 20. Another great channel. He is one of those people who's really, really blessed to be able to live in an area of the country where he can quickly get out to a very remote wilderness and just get some really cool places and some really remote backcountry. So he does a lot of backpacking trips. He does like knife testing, tarps. He does survival type stuff. He does a lot of EDC and survival type things as well. Does a lot about guns and shooting. If you're really into that, shooting and stuff, I am not quite so much into that. I'm not really into the guns that much. I am into knives though, so I do like a lot of the knife stuff. I like the bushcraft stuff. It's really interesting to me. Totally different perspective on things. Just kind of making your own furniture out in the woods, making your own camp chair, things like that. What to do if you cut yourself. He's got all kinds of just really cool stuff, and I mean he is hardcore backcountry guy. He does some awesome stuff, and he just gets to see some amazing things where he's at. He's another one who's invested a lot in his channel. He's takes a lot of time and a lot of care in his videos, and just does a lot of work on these. Very entertaining, very good to watch. I highly recommend Crockett's channel. Another channel you may or may not know about, it's Campfire Talk, and I really like his channel because he does kind of a different perspective on things. He does a lot of day hiking, he does a lot of overnight trips, he talks about knives as well, hammock camping. He's a very athletic guy, so he does a lot of like running and things like that. A lot of, just really good ultralight, long distance hikes. Really entertaining to watch his stuff. I love watching his reviews and things like that. He's very quick and to the point, just talks about all kinds of good information. And he has, another, great access to really cool places in the country, and really cool views and things like that. I think he's in Tennessee, that area. So, which is kind of near and dear to me because I have family in Tennessee, so I go to Tennessee quite often. So it's cool to see these places that I kind of get to myself, like Big South Fork and places like that. Great channel, really good stuff. He doesn't put out videos quite as often. He's once a month or so, but when he does put out a video, it's really interesting to watch, and I highly recommend his channel. This next channel is Blackout Outdoors, and I really like their channel because they are very, very artistic. They've another one who's invested a lot into their channel and continue to just keep improving it, making the channel better. And they do these really in-depth reviews of different gear. They do a lot of overnight trips, and they do a lot of just really cool stuff out in the woods, bushcraft type things. They do making your own your own spoon out of whittling out of wood and things like that. Just really neat bushcrafty type things. And like I said, very artistic filming perspectives. really good quality stuff. They have really good gear. It looks like really good camera gear. They do a really good job capturing their experiences. I really enjoy watching this channel, and I can't wait to see it grow and just kind of continue to improve. It's Blackout Outdoors. This next channel is K-Dog Crazy, and this guy is just fantastic to watch. He's really entertaining. I think he's another one who has pretty good access to some beautiful places in the country. He lives, I think, up near the Dakotas, so he goes out in the Black Hills and places like that all the time. Really fun to watch his channel. He does some great overnight trips, backpacking, how-tos, his hammock camping setups, things like that. Really fun stuff, really good to watch. He puts out stuff, maybe once a month or so, or a little bit longer, just depends. But I recommend his channel a lot. He's fun to watch, funny guy, really entertaining, and that's K-Dog Crazy. Next channel, this is Will Wood, and he does long distance hikes. He basically documented his through hike of the AT, and that was just really cool to watch him at these different locations, filming his different areas on the Appalachian Trail. I think he's getting ready to do a PCT. Yeah, he's getting ready to do a PCT hike now, and so I'm sure he's going to film all that, document all that. Really cool stuff to watch. Just fun to watch him travel through these places out in the trail, different adverse conditions, really cool weather, wind, rain, all that stuff. It's really entertaining, really cool to see some of the stuff that you may not get to see yourself. I don't know if I'll ever get to do the AT myself, but it's fun to live vicariously through other people who have that opportunity to do it. I would love to be able to do it. Just don't know if it's ever going to happen for me or not. But Will Wood, it's a real good channel. Really interesting to see his perspective on things. And last but not least, of course, is the Outland channel. That's me. I'm working really hard to try to make better and better content for you guys and provide better videos, better quality gear reviews and things, more overnights. Now that the weather's starting to break a little bit, I'm going to be doing a lot more overnight trips and a lot of day hikes and just getting out in the woods and talking about my gear and about my stuff. And I've got a lot of new gear to show off and show you guys and kind of talk about, do some gear reviews. So I'm going to be doing some in-depth gear reviews of some of the different things I purchased. And once I get them out and actually use them, then I will give you some in-depth reviews of that gear. But I try to travel around the area. I do a lot around here in Ohio, but I also do Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia, Indiana, places like that. So I will be doing all kinds of stuff this summer. Hope to get out quite a few different places, and then if everything stays together, I will be doing a trip to the Laurel Highlands in Pennsylvania in the fall with my crew of guys, my brother-in-law and some buddies, and we're going to be doing a several-day backpacking or camping trip there. So I'm really looking forward to that. A lot to come. So make sure if you're not a subscriber, to please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate the support. And make sure you support these other guys I've shown you today. We all appreciate your support. We appreciate your interaction, your comments, your criticism, negative or positive. Constructive criticism is always a good thing. So as always, I appreciate you watching. Please sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment on these videos. Let me know what you think. And appreciate you watching. Look for lots more good stuff to come, guys. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you very soon.